What's good, ladies and gents? Welcome back to MKO Boxing, aka MKO Pugilism, talking all things boxing. Remember to like and subscribe on YouTube, follow on TikTok, all that good stuff. So, just a bit of breaking news. This news came out about a day or so ago now, and it's all been confirmed now that Francisco Rodriguez, the newly crowned interim WBC flyweight champion, who beat Galal Yafai about 2 weeks ago now. He came up dirty. Another guy has tested positive, tested dirty for a PD. So he's failed a PD test. Yeah, he's obviously been found guilty. So here we go again with this nonsense in boxing. And this is something I believe it was discovered in a test after the fight. So, yeah, again another sad one, another sort of black eye for boxing here, where you've got Galal Yafai. I mean, to be honest, I thought Yafai probably should have stuck to his boxing and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, as many have pointed out, this guy was just throwing so many punches. I mean, he had an unbelievable engine on the night, did Francisco Rodriguez. He was just throwing an unbelievable amount of punches. And I think now, we really and truly now we know exactly why this guy and how this guy was throwing so many punches. Excuse me, because it was just unbelievable. I mean, I felt Yafai may have been able to outbox him, because Yafai was sort of in the pocket, up close and personal, fighting with him. He was engaging with him and going sort of blow for blow with him. But the work rate of Rodriguez was just too much, and it was just he's a brawler, so that was more his style. So yeah, it's a sad thing again because you know again it kind of ruined things for Galal fight on the night. He lost his a big world title opportunity there. He could have got the WBC interim title, and then that would have set him up for the full world title. So he was on his way to doing that, and to get derailed now by a guy that's not even legit, a guy that you thought beat you fair and square. I thought beat him fair and square on the night, but you now find out that he's used these drugs and he's cheated, and there you go. You've got beaten by a cheater. I mean, they'll probably, if they've got any integrity, the WBC, the board, I think they should just change this to a no contest, do something like that. So at least then it's not a loss on Galal Yafai's record. But again, the sad thing about it is that you just wish these things were caught before the fight, because it's like, yes, it's good now that, okay, we've come out, we found this guy cheating. But the sad thing is, because it's after the fight now, the damage is kind of done. So your fire's already taken that beating. He's already been knocked down. Damage has been done to him. Obviously time has been probably taken off of his career. See, because that was it was a fight he was in, but he was taking a serious beating of it. He done well to see it to the final bell. He could have. It was a fight where it was that severe, the beating, that he could have really justifiably been pulled out of that fight, but he saw the final bell, just due to his courage and his toughness. But it's really sad that you go through all that, and then you find out after, oh, this guy's been cheating. Again, it's frustrating as a boxing fan, and even forgetting the fans. I mean, forget me as a fan, but Yafai himself, man, this is seriously damaging for him, because yeah, okay, he can sort of have some closure, but at the same time he's had to take a beating off the guy, he's had to take punches off the guy, he's had to be knocked down by this guy, and all along the guy's cheating, and by the time they catch him, he's already beat you up, and he's already, it's not got away with it, but on the night his hand was raised, and this is this sad thing. I don't know how they can do it, but I think something really needs to change in boxing, to where, I don't know, the testing's just got somehow be more stringent, or there's got to be something better than what we're doing these days. Because I think, much like it was the case with Ryan Garcia, with him and Devin Haney. I know a lot of people don't like Devin Haney, but again, the same thing. Devin Haney, yeah, it's a no contest, but he got beat up by Ryan Garcia. He took a beating, and whatever, and that's what people remember. And they caught Garcia, yeah, but that's after you beat the guy up. That's after you've already destroyed the guy. So I don't know what exactly they can do, but they've got to come up with something, because this is just happening far too frequently. You had Munguia as well, and yeah, it's just far, far, far too frequent and too often for my liking. I think there's got to be something they can do where they can sort of catch these guys before they can get in that ring. Because when they get in that ring, with their extra, extra energy and whatever, and extra endurance or whatever these things give you, it's too late. They've already beat the guy up. So, yeah, that's the news on that. Very frustrating, but let me know your thoughts on it in the comments. Until next time, it's MK Boxing, over and out.